back to my kitchen, and in today's episode we are going to do some homemade ground beef enchiladas. Now, I do not have a tortilla press yet. But so I am going to cheap out. I am going to use some pre-made flour 8-inch tortillas, the old El Paso here. Other than that, we're going to do everything else ourselves. As far as the seasonings and stuff, we'll get to that here in just a minute. So let's take a look at what the ingredients we're going to need. Okay, as far as our tacos, I can't talk today, man. As far as our taco seasoning goes, we are going to need about 3 tablespoons of granulated garlic, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon of red chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of salt. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of chili powder and cumin, and 1 tablespoon of oregano, and about a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch. That's what that is. And you're going to take it in a jar, put it all into a jar or container, and then you're going to shake the bejesus out of it. And this is what you're going to get. Alright, so there's the homemade taco seasoning. Pretty delicious. I like it. Still tweaking with it, but I'm very happy with it. And then, you're going to need, of course, the shells that I showed you earlier. Ground beef, 1 pound. A cup and a half of heavy cream. 1 1/4 cups shredded cheddar cheese. And then about 4 slices of American cheese. Alright? So, that's everything we're going to need, minus any toppings like lettuce, tomato, onions, and whatever else you like. Jalapenos. This is going to be a nice, simple recipe for you guys, alright? So, let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so the only thing I've really done so far is cook my hamburger, okay? I didn't add no seasoning to it as I was cooking it. Just cooked it, drained it, put it back in the skillet. That's all we're at. And I got my cup and a half of heavy cream over here, and I'm going to be bringing that to a boil. So while the hamburger's back in the pan, take 1/3 cup of water, add that to the pan. Take about half a cup of that seasoning, add it to your meats, and then you're going to mix it, okay? Nothing crazy here. Because remember, we got the cornstarch in there, so that's why we got the water in there, okay? Got to get that cornstarch setting. Don't want too much water, but ooh, look at that. I know it's clean. And we are going to bring that up to a simmer again for about, see, I got it set on 4 right now. We're going to do this for about a couple minutes. Might have to add a little bit more water. It's a little dry. About another couple tablespoons to take care of it. Remember, we don't want too much water in there because otherwise it'll be super saucy. And our sauce is going to be coming from the cheese sauce. That's right. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, that's perfect there. Alright, so while that comes back up, we're waiting for this to come to a boil. I got 3 slices out of the 4 of my American cheese, just kind of tore up into little bundles. I will add the 4th if I need to. Depends on what kind of cheese you use and stuff. There's a lot of varying factors because, you know, cheeses are made different ways and whatnot. So, it's always a guesstimate. Remember, recipes are just guidelines. I find that every time I follow a recipe I find online or from somebody else, it just never tastes that great, and I always have to tweak it. So that'll probably be something you guys might have to do on your own for one of mine. Who knows? But these are pretty good baselines from what I've gotten. Tried and tested. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now. Set that off to the side. So now we're waiting on this to boil. Got my whisk ready because once that thing starts to boil, You got to kick it down on low. Just keep barely heat on it so it melts the cheese. And then we got to melt all of our cheese. And you're going to take about, after the cheese sauce is made, you're going to take about maybe a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of the taco seasoning you made. You're going to add it to the cheese sauce. Not only is that going to flavor the cheese sauce a bit, but the starch from the cornstarch is going to help bring everything together along with the cheese. So there's a double whammy there. So just kind of waiting on this thing to boil. It's getting there. It's almost there. Alright. Since I won't going to make you guys wait to see this thing boil, I'll see you in just a minute and bring you back when it does. Okay, and we're back. Now this thing's about to boil, so we're going to get that American cheese ready to go. Okay, yep, there it goes. Otherwise, if you let that thing boil up all the way, you're going to have a hell of a mess. Bring it down all the way to about 3, like a really low heat. That way everything still melts. You don't want it to burn either, so you got to keep this thing working, okay? So we're at our American cheese in. Get that thing all nice and melted. Whoops. Yeah, you're going to make a mess. That's what after cleanup was for. I'm going to let that sit a second. Maybe turn the heat up just a little bit more. It looks like we're probably going to need that 4th piece of cheese too. So we're going to go ahead and add it. Okay? Now this is enough cheese sauce for probably 6 enchiladas. And it's going to be friggin' delicious. One reason why I like to add the American cheese is that it helps the other cheeses, like any other cheese, like I'm using cheddar today, or you can use pepper jack or whatever. Keeps the sauce from breaking. It's that rubbery type texture to it, you know. Alright, now we're going to add in about 1.25 cups of cheddar. May have to add a little bit more. So I add cheese till it really starting to thicken up. And it's doing it. I just might need a hair more. Maybe about another 1/4 cup of cheddar and another slice of American should do it. See, I love leaving these happy accidents in my videos because it shows you that cooking isn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect for you. There's always going to be obstacles. And in these videos, I kind of show you how to overcome those obstacles. There's a lot of things you can substitute for something else, but milk isn't quite one of them. It's hard to substitute that. You know, because make sure you could use like canned milk, you know, but that stuff with baking, the condensed and sweetened stuff or whatever, but it just would not be that great. Because it's not meant for these purposes. Alright, now we got a nice little sauce going here. So, now, the cornstarch from this seasoning and the seasoning itself is going to help thicken it the rest of the way. But in order for that to happen, you have to bring it back to a boil. You have to bring cornstarch to a boil, otherwise it will not thicken properly. I got a cook at work. We got these bagged white gravies at work, and he likes to just take the hot water and then mix it in with a little bit of cold water to mix, and then mix the two together without boiling it. And then next thing you know, he's serving white water to my damn customers. I hate it. It drives me nuts. And I work for a buffet, but I've been cooking for 20 plus years now. Professionally, not just like at home and stuff. started cooking because my dad cooked for us all the time. And then he passed away when I was young. So I kind of took up the torch. A little in-depth on my life for you. Alright. Well, I'm just going to bring this to a boil. Once it's back to a boil, I'll bring it back to you, okay? Oh, no, never mind. Look at that. Look at that. As I'm talking, it does it. Amazing. Something actually worked out. Alright. Now that's boiling. We're going to let it boil for about 5 to 10 seconds, with just enough to let that starch sit in. And then we're going to kill the heat. Alright. And we're going to move it off that heat. That way it doesn't burn. Alright, we got our beef made. We got our cheese sauce made. We got our store-bought tortillas. So now it's just the assembly process. And I messed to clean up. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so we got our taco meat here. We got 4 8-inch flour tortillas. And we may be using another 1 or 2. And then I have a baking dish. I'm just using this pie dish because I got a nice glass dish. And it'll fit everything that I need it to. Like I said, I'm not making a lot here. So, first thing you want to do is portion out your taco meat. Now I'm going to make these a little heavy on the taco meat. They have a lot of meat here. So I'll probably be having tacos later on as well. Or a taco wrap or something, or use it for a taco pizza. Alright. Making these for my special lady. Alright, and one last one here. Now we're going to wipe a little bit extra. Just enough to eat something by myself. Ooh, nachos. You know what? These are probably going on some nachos. To be honest with you. Alright. Now, these you just got to roll up. Alright? So you just kind of take it and overlap it and then bring it back. Just kind of pinch it. You don't want it too tight. Roll it. Yeah, you're going to have some taco meat fall out, but that's alright. You can always go back in. Stick it in your dish. Overlap it, pull it back, and roll it. And once again, put it in the dish. Do that for the rest of your burritos or tacos or enchiladas or whatever. These are going to be some just enchiladas. Because basically, Mexican food boils down to tortilla, meat, cheese, vegetable. That's it. Every single thing. And all this extra meat here, just put back in that pan there, and go on my nachos later. Alright. Wipe up our little mess here. Now you got your enchiladas in the pan. Now you need to cheese them with that cheese sauce we made. If I have any of this left, this is also going on my nachos. See, it's all about being frugal. Oh yeah, I have some left. With what you got. Find other ways to use it. Like leftover taco meat, leftover cheese sauce, nachos. That's all there is to it. Alright, now hopefully by this time you have heated up your oven to 350 degrees. And we are going to wrap this up in some tin foil, stick it in the oven. And I will see you in about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay everybody, so it's been about half an hour, maybe 35-40 minutes. Somewhere in there I kind of lost track. But anyway, this is what we got. Looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? Homemade ground beef enchiladas. And so that's it. And of course you can top this with whatever you want. I do the classic shredded lettuce, tomato, onion, and sour cream. So thank you for joining me. And as always, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button if you like what you see. But as always, show me some love, show me some hate, but show me something. Either way, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out and happy cooking, people. I can't wait to eat this. Smells good.